Can I get this beautiful German Shepherd to like men? Okay, guys, welcome. Felix from Dog Train Beyond. I'm really excited today. I have a beautiful German Shepherd under a year old. I believe she's about 8 months. We are going to cover what I've done with her to help improve her confidence. But first, who am I? I'm Felix from Dog Train Beyond. Been training dogs for 13 years. Have trained more dogs than I can remember. But today, what we're going to talk about is one dog. She's been with me for a little bit. I'm going to go over what I've done with her. That way you can see the progression and to try this at home. This is what the purpose of this YouTube channel. Help give information to you dog owners. Really want to help the dog but can't afford it. I still highly suggest that you go to a professional dog trainer. If you can afford it, you get the right trainer, they will have the experience and knowledge of how to make this safe and how to handle the dog and how to read the dog. Very important. We need to know how to read the dog. So basically, the owner had someone come over the house and the dog barked and growled. So this is how I'm going to perceive this issue. I work with her as much as possible here. Now, if there's an issue as far as the territory of the dog and not the dog itself, so let's say she feels like she's territorial, she wants to control who comes in her house, I'll address that. But I will address that with what I have with her right now. So this is very important. I just can't start going up to a dog and force the dog to start doing what I want. Yes, I can, depending on the dog. But is it right? No. So this dog, from the beginning, I knew this dog was not comfortable with men. What I did was I developed a relationship with this dog. The first few days that this dog comes, I don't do anything. I feed the dog, I take the dog out, I spend time with the dog, but that's it. Some other trainers will start training the dog right away. I don't. I give it a couple days to get used to me. Some of the other trainers will do to develop a relationship. They'll do play. I love using food. My experience of using food is that it really works. I use the food to start working the dog and develop a relationship. You can do that many different ways, like I mentioned. You can do that through play, which is a very common thing nowadays. My view on that is the dog may not want to play. If the dog wants to play, and that great. The dog has the toy drive and wants to play, great. It's very well known. You get less repetitions of reinforcement with toy. What does the dog perceive as the most valuable? Now, if the dog perceives food more valuable, and then you start making, and this is, I'm going to a whole nother rant, but if you start pushing the toy and try and make that toy valuable, it's going to take time. It's going to take work. It may not be necessary to do that when I could do that other ways, which I could get the same result faster, easier, and get more out of that time with her being with me. That's why I use food, especially the dog is motivated by food. This dog is motivated by food. For sure, she loves food. I'm going to go by the dog's motivation of what they like. And I'm gonna get some heat saying, "Oh, you make the dog motivated for what you want." Okay, go ahead, do what you want. This is not your world. This is my world right now, and I have to live through my world. So if you want to do that, that's great. So like I said, I use food, right? And then I would ask a dog to do a task. Could be obedience, but I usually use some form of agility. She was comfortable with me. She was never aggressive with me. I could handle her. She was friendly with me. Even though she liked me, I had to develop a relationship. What does that mean? There's many people out there that have dogs, right? But the reason that they come to a dog trainer like me is that the dog doesn't respect them, doesn't listen to them. Their dog may love them, that's for sure, but they don't listen to them. So I needed to develop a leadership role. So I usually had them jump on this platform. As you'll see in a second, she's very fearful of it. She jumped away. See, I bring it to it. She wants nothing to do with this platform. See that? So most people would say, "Oh my God, you're so horrible. You're so cruel. How can you make a dog do that? You know, the dog is you're stressing the dog out." Yes, I am stressing the dog out. Yes, I am. Why am I stressing the dog out? To show the dog there's nothing to be afraid of. There's no fear. And by showing the dog that there's no fear, you could trust me. That develops my leadership role. If you really need help with your dog training, if you're in the Poughkeepsie area or near Poughkeepsie or Dutchess County, click below for a free consultation. We'll start working together as soon as possible. If I encourage her to be fearful of this task, she will never grow. She will never grow. Or, I could take 6 months and give her a treat here and there. She might get used to it, but that's just dumb. If you're afraid of something, the best thing to do is jump in. As long as you know it's safe. If you know that every precaution's safe, everything's safe. I know people are afraid of rats. I do not like rats. All right, I don't like rats. I will never want to touch a rat. Some people will, but that does not mean that I'm afraid of walking down the pet store where there's glasses on the side of rats. If I was afraid of rats really badly, I can't see one, I would do that. That's what I would do. It'll scare the hell out of me. But once I walk by, it's like, they're not going to do anything to me. So this is the same thing. You need to stress the dog out. You need to make them overcome it. If I acknowledge this fear and say, it's okay, baby, it's right, it's fine, this dog would never, ever overcome their fear. For me, it took me a session to start the dog to overcome it. And that dog was jumpy on that platform like no big deal. And I do this all the time. And you're saying, oh, it's so horrible. Guess what? That is life. Life is tough. You're not going to have a baby, a kid, and say, oh, it's all right, baby. I'm going to let you not go to school. It's all right. You don't have to take your medicine. Screw that. If you believe that, I hate to tell you, a weak person. I'm going to show you how I got her on. Of course, keep in mind, there was a few reps between. So, but she's not perfect at this point. But guess what? Imperfection is better than nothing. Avoid. All right, you see that? That was avoidance. See her looking around? That's avoidance. Look at that. Look at that. Right? And that's because I made her conquer fear. Is she comfortable? Does she enjoy it? Of course not. Of course not. But it's a step in the right direction. How can I stop her and develop her to not be afraid of men when I can't even get her to be not afraid of a platform? By the way, which is ridiculously slow for a German Shepherd, healthy German Shepherd, her age. That was a good sign. When she first met me, I had no problem with her. No problem. She actually liked me right away. But I need to test out with other people. So what do? Well, you take her to other people, especially men. All right. So what we did was I took her to a public place where she could see guys from afar. We went to Lowe's, and this was a perfect place to see men and see how she reacts, and then dress accordingly. I told her to walk nicely next to me. I will reward her and redirect it if need be. So even before she reacted, I got her focused back on me. So she saw whoever, called her back, and got focused on me, and then continued. She's right there. She saw a guy, got her redirected to me. Same thing, guys over there, redirected to me. So every time I saw something that could potentially get her going, I redirected it to me, let her see it for a few seconds, redirect to me. Look at it for a few seconds, redirect to me. Right there, redirect to me. Good. I turned the sound off, but I am calling her and she doesn't respond in a timely manner. That's when you see me go a little correction of the leash. Right there, she's looking around. A guy walks by, didn't correct her, reward her. So I only did it just to give her like a poke in the shoulder, get her focused on me. We're walking by this guy, no problem. So she did a beautiful, beautiful job. I felt confident enough to say, you know what? We could go to the next level. And that's actually interacting with a male. Okay. So what I did was I started young. That sounds bad, right? I started young, and I got some neighbor kids. My neighbors that they help me out. They're really good guys. I'm getting older, so clean the pool, move the crates, all that stuff they help me with. I asked them to come and just say hello. So basically, they've been sitting down. I took her out to go to the bathroom, and I'm bringing her back at this point. As you see, they're wearing gloves just in case. Always be safe. I didn't want anything to happen to them. They're doing me a favor. So they're wearing one's wearing construction gloves, the other one's wearing a Kevlar glove. So right there, I have her down. The little guy's throwing treats at her just to see how she reacts. So I have the leash as a backup just in case, but it's loose. I don't have it tight. I just have enough that she can't do anything to them. So toss the food. This is one of the first steps. If you want to see how your dog's doing, this is the test. So I'm telling him at this point, don't move his hand. A lot of dogs get attracted and they get a little spooked, and she's a dog that would get spooked. So fast movements, not such a good thing at this point, as she's noticed with them. But she was actually beautiful. So you see, I have the leash. It's straight, but it's not tight. Just in case, I didn't want her to go into him too much. The space just enough, and if anything back happens funny, weird, they go back. They have enough space that they can move back and get out of her range. No issues. So eat on the hand. She loves those treats. No problem, right? No insecurities. Nice smooth movements. No fast movements. No grabbing her. No going her space. Making her feel comfortable in that situation. That's what we want to do. We want to make her feel comfortable. We want to make her feel safe. She's an insecure dog. You see her moving a little wobbly. She got the panel, which, if you guys are familiar with, a lot of young big breeds get. They call it growing pains. It's the growth of the bone too quickly, and it hurts. And it's usually caused by not such great diet. The diet's not that great. But you see, very good. All right, so, right? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Not growl, not peep, nothing. Once again, they respect their space, right? This is what you have to do. The final step of her training. What could that be, Felix, right? Get older guy now. She didn't like men, so I'm going to give her men. I'm going to give her young guys. I'm going to give her old guys. This is a friend of mine. So he is wearing a hat. He's wearing a jacket. He's wearing the glove to be safe. I just told him put his hand out there. He did a great job. He's a mellow guy, so he's perfect for this. I had taken out of the crate and no issues. Took food right out. So he's moving perfectly fine. Nothing too fast. Right? Beautiful, beautiful stuff. She's calm. She's relaxed. She's enjoying it. What would have screwed this whole up if he got up and went into her space and tried to pet her, grab her? That would have screwed this whole thing up, right? That could have screwed things up because that would put her in defense mode, and that was worked her insecurities and put her in defense mode. Him staying there, calm, relaxed, hand out, everything visible, everything movements nice and smooth, slowly, not anything too fast. And she was actually looking to get petted by him right there. She put her face into him. He's talking to her. That sometimes does that too. Gets the dogs going. She still had the panel at this time, so I was just telling him, don't make her sit. Just give her the food. She took a piece and then she walked off. Good. Very nice work. Yeah. So this is the last final step before she went home. Very calm, very nice. I wanted to test her. So I had him get up out of the chair and just move and get out of the chair and come back. And then guess what? Give her a nice reward. Simple, didn't do anything. She didn't react, she didn't bark, nothing. Didn't care. Didn't give a second moment of insecurity at all. You see my work. The work that I put into working these dogs to help them get better. So hopefully you guys learn some stuff. As long as there's not someone that's going to jump her space, she has to learn to get used to them. I think she's good. So this is Felix from the Dog Train Beyond. I hope you enjoy this. We got more stuff to come. Keep on watching.